Hello guys, my name is Bryce Foxdon and welcome to the first episode in our brand new Planet Coaster series. So about a week ago I asked you guys to come up with a name for the park and we actually have one. The name was come up with by 8-Bit Josh, who is also a YouTuber. I'll put the link to his channel down in the description. He's a really great guy, does loads of really cool Planet Coaster stuff. So I highly encourage you to go check him out. And the name he came up with was Foxdon Studios, which is absolutely perfect, really simple and brilliant. I'm going to use that for this park. This is now Foxdon Studios. I've got some really great ideas actually based purely around that name as well, which I'm going to come to later in this episode. So I thought to start off with this time lapse. I wanted to do these car parks. I never thought I'd actually want to do car parks in Planet Coaster. I thought they were kind of boring, but I think in this setting it's going to work pretty well. I do cut a lot out of this time lapse just because it gets a bit repetitive, and I'll show you guys around what has been done in more detail at the end of this one. But thank you so very much for your participation in the competition. There were some really amazing suggestions, so it was really difficult to choose a winner, but that one just jumped out to me. So I've also decided in this series to change up the music a little bit, and if you guys can just let me know down in the comments what you think of the selections of music in this. I wanted to make it a little bit different to the previous series, which was that kind of funky, sort of like jazz and swing remixes, those sorts of things. But I thought in this one we'd go perhaps a little more dancey and a little more sort of maybe even dub in some places. So let me know what you think of that. I'm going to leave you now with the remainder of the time lapse, and after that I'll leave you with the real-time me to actually do some real-time building. So enjoy the rest of this and see you in just a moment. Hi guys, and welcome to the real-time part of episode 1 in our Let's Play Planet Coaster series. So welcome to Foxdon Studios. This is what we've got done so far, just to start things off. I'm just going to show you around here just quickly, just to show what kind of progress it did, because I know I had to cut a hell of a lot out of that time lapse. So we've got some of these sort of bits to separate off parts of the car park, some fences. These bollards here are actually lampposts turned upside down. and then there's the shorter ones the right way up with the little lamps on the top. We've also got the sign showing which car park it is, so car park A, and those are going to be scattered all over the place. I only put these vehicles in, so I've got this one here and I've got the DeLorean over here. I just put those in just to scale the parking spaces and make sure they are kind of the right sort of size. We've also got all the zebra crossings so that people can cross safely across the car parks, not that the guests ever will. And then over here where the main path comes in, we've actually got some of the zebra crossing style crossing beacons there. Again, some bollards, sort of sectioning that off from the main paths. We've also then got this large plaza area with a wall around it, and there's going to be a fountain in the middle of here and a big sign with the park's name on it in the centre of that. I'm thinking maybe some fountains as well. So as you go a little bit further on, you'll see these spaces I've left here. So there's going to be gates on here, and then there's going to be ticket booths, and I think this is going to be a kind of modern building. So when you go through, you'll get greeted by this courtyard here. I'm thinking a gift shop there, and then maybe some utility kind of buildings around the edge, toilets, that sort of thing. And then here it's going to go down. There's going to be ramps coming off each end of this, going into the main street, which is going to run along here. I'm thinking also a river along the bank of there, along the side of the main street, but I'm not entirely sure on that yet. But if you have any ideas, they're always welcome down in the comments section. So we're going to go straight in here to actually building our great big sign. So this kind of thing like that. I quite like it. Maybe it needs painting a little bit. I'm gonna do that just for now, but I'm not totally convinced. Just made out of these pieces as the backing, like that. And then we're gonna put some white lettering, I think, on top of that. So if we just do that sort of thing with the art pieces, I'll just carefully position that. I'm going to go for a little bit of an artistic flair with it as well. At least that's what I'm going to call it. So it's almost like creating your own font. I think that might look okay. Well, I like it so far. Now to actually have a crack at making that S. So it's almost kind of looking like a very sort of 1980s style of text, which isn't necessarily an awful thing. We should have to get that centered. There we go. So it's a good starting point. Like I say, I may come back to it and actually embellish it a little bit more, or just fix these letters, particularly those S's. I'm not 100% happy with those whatsoever. So yeah, thank you so very much for joining me, and hopefully see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.